Hey everyone, so you're a B.Pharm student, right? And when you hear union budget, you're probably thinking taxes, roads, boring stuff, right? Something that has absolutely nothing to do with your world of pharmaceutics or biotech. Well, what if I told you that's completely wrong this year? We've got to dive into this because something huge was just announced in the 2026 budget, and it's directly connected to the notes you've got on your desk right now.
I mean, it's a totally fair question. What on earth does the national budget have to do with your biotech exam? How can something like fiscal policy connect to, say, recombinant DNA technology or fermentation? They sound like they're from different planets. But you gotta stick with me here, because we're gonna connect those dots. And I promise, it might just change the way you look at your entire degree.
All right, let's get to the good part, the big reveal. So tucked away inside the massive National Economic Plan for 2026, there was this huge announcement. And it's one that puts you, the B.Pharm student, right smack in the middle of India's future growth plans. Yeah, you heard that right. And there it is. The Indian government has officially announced a major push for the biopharmaceutical and biotechnology sector. And look, this isn't just some small grant or a tiny little policy change. No way. This is a huge strategic national-level mission to make India a global leader in, well, in the very field you're studying.
So what is this new initiative? Well, it's way more than just a statement. It's a full-blown mission. You can think of it as something like Biopharma Shakti. The whole goal here is to build a really strong ecosystem for research, development, and manufacturing. All of it, right here in India. It's like a national roadmap, and the final destination, becoming a total biopharmaceutical powerhouse.
Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. Let's look at the specifics. These are the exact focus areas for this whole Biopharm Shakti mission. They're talking about vaccine development, recombinant proteins, biosimilars, the whole shebang. They're going to build new labs, new research infrastructure, and, this is the crucial part, they need to develop the skilled people to make it all happen. And guess who that is? Yep, that's you. So that's the big picture, right? The government's grand plan. But you're probably still wondering, okay, fine, but how does some policy document from Delhi have anything to do with my classroom? Well, this is where it gets really personal. And boom, here it is. This table just lays it all out perfectly. Just look at this for a second. On the left, you've got the national priorities we just talked about, and on the right, those are topics straight out of your B.Pharm syllabus. The government says vaccine development, and you're studying vaccine preparation. They say recombinant proteins, and you're neck deep in recombinant DNA technology. See? This is not a coincidence, people. Your syllabus is literally a blueprint for where the entire country is headed. So what's the big takeaway here? It's this. These topics, they aren't just theoretical things you have to memorize for an exam anymore. Not at all. They are the actual skills needed for a key part of India's economic and healthcare strategy. Think about that for a second. Your education just got promoted to a matter of national importance. Okay, so understanding the connection is cool, but what does it actually mean for you, for your future, for your career? Let's talk about the real, tangible opportunities that are popping up for every single one of you because of this. It's actually a pretty simple and powerful chain of events. A national push like this, that means more companies are going to pop up. More companies means more jobs. It also means a lot more money from the government, from private investors flowing into research. And all of that leads to a huge demand for skilled graduates, people exactly like you, who actually know what they're doing. The scope for higher studies, for M.Pharm, for PhDs, it's gonna expand big time. Your degree is literally getting more valuable as we speak. So knowing all this, we kind of need to change how we think about our subjects, don't we? It's time to shift our perspective. This isn't just about passing an exam anywhere. It's about understanding your place in a massive, booming industry. Let's break it down even further. Think about it. When you're studying recombinant DNA technology and you're getting bogged down in the details, just remember, you're not just learning theory. You're learning the exact process of how modern biopharma actually works. And when you're studying fermentation, you're learning the real-world, practical side of how these medicines get made on a massive industrial scale. And hey, it doesn't stop there. You know that chapter on monoclonal antibodies? The one that can feel a bit dense? Well, that's not just a chapter in a textbook. That knowledge is the absolute foundation of modern targeted therapies. We're talking about cutting-edge cancer treatments and therapies for autoimmune diseases. What you're learning is right at the forefront of medicine. I'm going to say this again because if you take away only one thing from this, it should be this. These are not just exam topics. These are national priority areas. So every single time you open your notes, I want you to remember that. What you're looking at isn't just a syllabus for your finals. It's a list of our country's strategic goals. So that brings me to my last point. The next time you open your biotechnology notes, maybe it's late at night, you're tired, and it just feels like this giant mountain of stuff you have to memorize. Just for a moment, I want you to pause and ask yourself one simple question. Are you just preparing for an exam, or are you preparing to join a sector that has been officially prioritized in the national budget? Are you just trying to get a grade, or are you training to be a key player in an industry that our country is literally betting its future on? The answer to that question, well, it could change everything for you. Seriously, think about it.